When you send an encrypted message to me or vice versa, it goes to the telecom, but it's just gibberish. So they'll see that something was sent maybe, but they won't be able to read it.
Using Signal or WhatsApp offers that protection. Same with iPhone to iPhone messages and Android to Android messages. But when you're messaging between different types of phones, encrypting is now recommended.
If we all use encrypted apps, does that mean that we're totally good from future hacks of perhaps the scale of the Chinese one?
As it stands right now, your messages are believed to be safe, according to every cryptographer I've ever spoken with.
Brian Chung joining us now. I mean, believed to be safe, honestly, is not necessarily a vote of confidence in all of this. But one of the other kind of outliers here is actually the telecom equipment. It's pretty old.
Yeah, I mean, some of it is just cell towers and lines. You can imagine that those would be very vulnerable points for advanced hackers to be able to get into the system. Now, we're not talking about 5G towers. We're just talking about, again, kind of that legacy infrastructure that still exists. So barring upgrading all of that, well, there's vulnerabilities will always be there. And I think that's why the FBI and government officials decided to underscore, hey, you know what, maybe people should start to use this encrypted technology, which is pretty remarkable because if we take a step back, in the past, the FBI has kind of not wanted to have to get through encrypted messages if they're trying to subpoena, they're trying to investigate something.
Yeah.
So it's kind of remarkable that the FBI is saying actually use this encrypted technology that in some cases might add an extra step for them if they were trying to do an investigation. So that's kind of an interesting
We literally should just be using Signal and WhatsApp to be texting with one another.
Well, again, iMessage is okay if you're doing iMessage to iMessage. Same thing with Android to Android. But if you're going Android to iPhone, if the iPhone is not upgraded to the most recent OS, you might have that vulnerability there.